Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel and you enjoy thrift store flips, DIYs from Dollar Tree, any home decor and party decor on a budget, this is a channel for you and I hope you do subscribe. Also, don't forget to click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. So today I'm going to share with you how I made 2 home decor for Valentine's using Dollar Tree supplies. So let's go ahead and get started with the first DIY. What we're going to need is some of this wiring from Dollar Tree. I just decided to go ahead and get the gold one. They typically have a few different colors. And all you're going to do is go ahead and grab some of the wiring, and you can shape it as big as you want for the heart. I just decided to go ahead and just make a freehand a heart, and then just cut off any of the extra wiring. And you can even cut off the wiring by bending it back and forth until the wiring breaks off. And then what you're going to do is kind of just freehand and shape it into a heart or any design you want to use for Valentine's. And then all I did was grab some of my beads. And now these beads, I did use, order them from Amazon. And I've had these for a while. So I'll go ahead and leave that Amazon link down below if you want to use the same beads I'm using. But once you do decide what size a bead you want, I went ahead and just started making a different pattern. And what I did was grab 10 of the large ones and 5 of the smaller ones and just made the pattern that way, just to make it nice and simple. Now, as you can see, I'm leaving my beads natural color, the wood color, because I wanted it to be more of a farmhouse boho style heart. But you can also paint these. You can paint them pink, red, white, just depends on your style. I've even seen some really pretty ones in a black and white theme. So that's something that you might want to do as well to make it more of a modern style heart. So just go ahead and thread your beads, any design or pattern that you like. As you can see, this is going to be a very easy DIY that maybe you could do with a group of people, just to get together and have a crafting day with a few of your friends. This would be a really great craft for that. So again, once you're done threading all your beads, all you're going to do is kind of figure out how many beads you need to put on both sides of your point where your heart's going to be at. That way it can be balanced out and even depending on what beads you're going to put on the very end. And then that way, when you do twist it together to form that heart, it'll balance out, even out on both sides of the heart. And then once I was done with the first heart, which is the larger one, again, all I did was just twisted the ends together. Then I used my pliers just to kind of pinch them together to make sure it was nice and secure. Then I bent, instead of cutting that excess wiring, what I did was bend it backwards to make sure that it stayed nice and secure. And you won't see it when you bend it backwards towards that bead. And I just pinched it together, and there you have it. And now this is nice and tight, but you can play with it and shape it and reshape it. Like if you want a fatter heart or a thinner heart, you can do that with this shape. Now, since I did have some extra wiring, what I did was just make a smaller heart, just to put it inside this big larger heart. And I did the same thing. I just freehand a heart shape, cut off any of that extra wiring, and then threaded the beads through my wiring to form my heart. And you're going to see that I'm going to attach these hearts together, but you can easily leave these separate as well, or even put them, maybe the larger heart on top and the smaller one on the bottom to form a different kind of wreath or a different style. So there's different ways you can make and use these hearts as well. So just go ahead, or you can, another one before I do continue, you could use these for your Valentine's Christmas trees that I know a lot of people are doing this year or have been doing them every so often. So this is something that you can use as a tree topper as well. You guys let me know in the comments below, how are you going to use your hearts? Are you going to use them just to decorate your door or a shelf like I am, or even maybe use it as for Christmas decor or a Valentine's Christmas tree decor? I think that's the way you would call it. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, how are you going to use yours? So once I was done making both of my hearts, since I wanted to attach them together, again, I just used that extra wiring that I had, and I just kind of tightened and pinched the ends of it, and then just wrapped it around both of the hearts nice and tight in order for it to stay nice and secure, and that smaller heart won't bend backwards. And this, just tighten them and pinch your with your pliers as you go. And then there you have it. You have both of your hearts attached together and they're nice and secure. And I wanted to keep this very simple, so all I did was just grab some of this glittering white ribbon from Dollar Tree, just wrapped it around my fingers twice just to make that simple bow. Once I made my bow, I just figured out where I wanted it, fluffed it up, and hot glued it to my beads. And there you have it, a beautiful Valentine's decor piece. But you can also, again, use this for so many different ways, even for a wedding. Let me know in the comments below how you're going to use your hearts. So for our second DIY, I decided to go ahead and grab, this is, I think, a wine bucket, or for ice bucket, and I just spray painted mine with the Rust-Oleum. I think this is called the ballet color of pink. It's a very pale pink, and I just spray painted my bucket, let it completely dry, brought it in, and then used that as my pot holder. And then I grabbed some of this. This is the Christmas wrapping paper tube, and I'm just going to cut it in half and use that to glue into my bucket. Then I grabbed some of the white rocks from Dollar Tree and then just filled it up to make sure that it was nice and secure. Especially if you're going to use this outside, you want to make sure there's something heavy, and so it will be nice and sturdy and it won't fall with any of the wind, or easily fall if somebody bumps into it or anything like that. Now I did add some of the rocks into my tube as well to make sure that everything stays nice and secure too. Then I used some of these really pretty garden picks. They had quite a few different options. I just grabbed two of the same, and I'm just going to stick them into my tube, and then I hot glued them on the edge of the tube just to make sure it gives that extra security. Then I did the other one the same way, just kind of played with them and figured out how I wanted them to be into my pot, and then I just hot glued it also. So once everything was nice and cool, I grabbed one of these foam hearts and I just kind of worked around it and figured out where I wanted to place it in order to cover some of that round foam that I put into the pot as well. So I'm just covering the tube up. Then I just glued it onto both the tube and also the picks from the garden picks. Then I grabbed some greenery and just kind of wrapped it around the garden picks and the heart as well. Now, if you don't want greenery, another option is you can use some of the Valentine's garland that they have. Really pretty, adorable ones that you can wrap around as well. Once I figured out where I wanted my greenery, I just went ahead and wrapped it around, then glued it in just random little places. Then I had some of these really pretty pale pink roses from Dollar Tree as well, and just glued them and placed them throughout my stand as well. I also had some really pretty pink pale color fall leaves that I had gotten from Dollar Tree as well. So you're going to see me put those in there as well. I also grabbed some of this vase filler and some bags and put some bags into the pot as well. So I wouldn't use as much of that vase filler into there as, so I just went ahead and grabbed some bags, stuffed my pot, then added some of the vase filler around it to cover up those bags. So I'm gonna add the fall pretty pink purplish color leaves and just go ahead and add those in random spots as well. And I also had some really pretty wiring that's like little beads. They have purple, pink, green, all colors of these little pretty beads that you can get and wiring as well. And you're going to see me grab that and just kind of twist it around my fingers and add them in random places as well. So you can add as much or as little as you want on these stands. And these are perfect for your front door or a corner in your kitchen or living room area. These are really pretty and they're a very nice size. I believe it's about maybe 2 feet tall. So it's a pretty nice size once you get done with it in order for it to be in different areas or corners of your home. And there you have it, an adorable Valentine stand that you can place anywhere. So again, I hope you enjoyed these 2 DIYs. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share it with friends and family. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.